Yo, what is up, YouTube? This is Reese here from CeeManga, and welcome to my review of One Piece Chapter 724, Law's Plan. So, you know what? Like I said last week, anyone who was super excited to see Sanji and Don fight, they will be disappointed. And you know what? It was kind of only half true, because, Sanji, he did actually get in quite a few good shots. Even Don had to admit Sanji was actually pretty strong. He said it himself. But obviously, he's nowhere near powerful enough to take on Don Flamingo. I swear, if you want to fight the top dogs in this world, you literally need to have a devil fruit. Otherwise, you're nothing. So yeah, like I was saying, Sanji at first it looked like he was going good. He comes straight in with his whole little fire kicks, but it's kind of like nothing to Don. He obviously got in a couple good hits, but in the end, Don ended up stringing him up in his web, and yeah, ready to give him some dirty ass heat whip straight through him, which would have killed him. So yeah, with what actually would have looked, what I'm thinking is Sanji. I swear he can do his whole little kind of spin and then set himself on fire. But if he could have done that, I know he was restrained, but still, he's been training for however long. Would have thought he could just summon those flames up, kind of like a Kaioken. If you could have done that, I swear you could have just pretty much burnt away all the strings that are attached to him, and then he could have at least tried fighting back. Could have taken Don a bit by surprise, but heck, I'm guessing Oda has something else planned for him. Because this is twice now this has happened. Sanji going up against a kind of top dog, and then them just kicking his ass to the curb. First it was Virgo, now it's Don Flamingo. So I don't know. Does Oda have something against Sanji, or has he got something bigger planned for him? Who knows? So yeah, like I was saying, it could if he would have done that whole little fire thing, it could have given him more of a fighting chance. But yeah, I know he was only trying to buy some time and everything, but still, Don Flamingo pretty much just trolled him down to the floor like he's nothing. So anyway, just it looked like Sanji was about to die. He ends up getting himself saved by Law thanks to his whole little shambles ability. He was able to kind of switch everyone around. Don Flamingo ended up going to town centre and destroying a building and stuff. Yeah, it was kind of weird. He threw a log, switched himself with a log, then switched everyone else around. It's kind of quick, but still pretty good. So anyway, new plan from Law, because obviously all this just went completely south. Basically, it is get the hell out of Tesora, go run to Zoo, and just basically leave everyone else behind. They'll catch up. But obviously everyone's just no, we can't leave everyone else behind. We can't. We're the Straw Hats. We can't leave Luffy and our captain behind. That is until they saw Don Flamingo come running back, and then they're just yeah, we're gonna go now. And then what didn't help is the fact that the Marines turned up as well in a blaze of cannon fire and freaking meteors. So it's yeah, I think it's time to GTFO, and obviously it's time to go. So yeah, away they travel with injured Sanji and Caesar Clown in tail, leaving Law behind to take on Don Flamingo. So yeah, that's pretty much where the chapter ends. Law, Don Flamingo, they're having a little face off, and it looks like we're gonna get ready for a little flashback of what happened 13 years ago, when so we can finally see the connection between Law and Don. So that should be a pretty good flashback. I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah, what do I think of this chapter? Well, I thought it was pretty good. Sort of thing with Sanji being defeated straight away from last week. Obviously I didn't expect nothing to come out of that, but I actually did not expect it to be beaten that quickly. I thought he was going to get beaten hard, but with all the training and stuff, I would have thought that Sanji could have pulled a bit more out of himself, to do something more. Obviously it was just straight away, okay, I'm going to fight, a couple kicks in, crap, I'm strong here, I'm going to die, that's it. I would have thought he could have put up a bit more, he would have put up a bit more of a fight, burning the webs, even with his kind of idle foot. Even though he's strung up, yeah, his foot was still, he could have still used the flame from his foot to melt the strings or something, unless Don Flamingo's strings cannot be broken in any way whatsoever. So yeah, I swear, Law, clever guy. It's obviously revealed that he was hiding Caesar's heart within himself, so they kind of switched hearts. That's really smart, because that obviously meant in that whole fight that he was having with Don Flamingo, if Don would have stabbed him through the chest, taking out his heart, he would have killed Caesar instead. But then again, I'm not actually sure how that would work. If Law would still be alright because his heart would have been punctured, so he'd just have a hole in him, or whether he would still die. I'm not too sure about the whole full extent to the Law's abilities. They haven't fully been explained. But yeah, it's pretty smart, very good contingency plan. But yeah, also think that Luffy and the other guys, they are going to be pretty pissed when they find out what's happened. The fact that everyone's left them. They're kind of pretty much left, but maybe Nami and the others, they won't go too far out, seeing as how now they're not being chased or nothing, so they can kind of double back, collect everyone, then everything will be cool. But I don't really know what good they can pretty much do in this fight, because obviously, second they saw Don, they pretty much shit themselves. You know, it's like, oh my god, it's Don Flamingo. Oh my god, we're gonna die. That's it. It's over. It's over. You know, and they're pretty much gonna have to face like, you know, all the top dogs of the Deaconauts family. So are they pretty much gonna be shitting themselves there? So I know they defeated, what's the name, Baby Five, the other one, this art chick. You know, obviously that was like, you know, Nami, Brooke, and Usopp who beat them. So I don't know. It's a bit kind of how will they fare. Maybe once they're around Luffy and that, they'll feel a bit braver. But still, you know, these guys are kind of like the cowards of the group. Excluding, you know, with Usopp in there as well, obviously, but he ain't there. So yeah, finally, I'm kind of wondering like how this whole fight with the whole Deaconauts family is going to go now, because obviously Luffy, Frankie, Zoro, Robin, Usopp, and Kinemon, they're the only ones left on the island, so that's 6. You know, I would have thought Sanji would have been there, but obviously Sanji went to go and protect everyone, so he's now out of the count. So yeah, I'm wondering how that whole fight will go, because pretty much I would say you've only got 3 of the most powerful guys of the crew there. I don't know what the rest are like. Robin, she's not really kind of a combat type person. You know, she can fight, but her skills don't really rely on combat. Usopp, sure is a sniper, but he's a frigging coward. And you got Kinemon. I'm not sure. Obviously, he might be alright because he's got his whole like samurai thing going with him. So yeah, he might be alright with the whole fight. I'm just not sure. We haven't really seen too much of how he could fight. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, because obviously Don Flamingo's true intentions, they're going to come out. It's obvious they have to come out, and then he's going to get dethroned as King of the Sora. So yeah, prediction wise, obviously I'm guessing Rebecca, she might obviously kind of like be forgiven for everything once they find out what actually happened. She could even get promoted to the Queen. Bellamy, I don't know, because obviously he's supposed to kill Luffy. I doubt he's going to do it, so he's obviously going to get kicked out of the Deaconauts family. So I wonder what's going to happen. Will he kind of like join up with Luffy and them lot, help them out throughout this arc, and then afterwards maybe even join the Straw Hats, or would he kind of like join Rebecca to help her out, get the country back to normal? Who knows? You know, there's a lot of unknowns going to be happening in the future. But heck, next up is a flashback, definite, which is going to be pretty cool. So guess we should wait for that. So yeah, that pretty much ends this review, guys. I thought it was alright chapter, you know, but let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, give it a little thumbs up, and don't forget to check out some of the other videos we do on the channel. So I'll see you soon.